Looks like heaven to me.
Welcome to my gaming room.
Walk up in this bitch with my dick out. Bitches tryna fuck on the down low. I don't give a fuck, I'm the man now. But up in this bitch with my pants down. I don't give a fuck, I'm the man. Oh nah, look at how the man. Bitch, I got money in the vest. I'm a fucking mama and your friend. Bitch, I pull up like a ghost.
So this is my gaming room and just my room in general. I have my setup on the right side and I have my bed with my little sweet puppy here. Came to join me for the video. I have my TV mounted straight, so when I'm watching the TV I could just relax and fall asleep and look forward at the TV instead of looking up or down and my neck just hurting. I do have a couple of trophies from my competitions from the motorbikes. I did dirt bike competitions. I have my Skydive 7 certificate for the tandem skydive. If you haven't seen that video, go see it. It's the best video and the best thing I've ever did so far. I have some simple floating shelves for any of my miscellaneous stuff and boxes for the PC parts. I like to keep them as it just gives the room just a nicer look, and it just shows me what kind of stuff I bought, and if anything breaks down I can always bring it back in the actual boxes. I just have a simple storage kind of thing from IKEA as well. I have my kitty cat's space here. She always sleeps with me or she goes on my chair, as you'll see later on in the video. She loves to be on the stream. You probably see her around, running around everywhere, or I get mad at her. This is my main setup. We'll get into that later on in the video. So hopefully you will enjoy everything, and yeah, let's get right into the video. For my desk I have two white Alex drawers from IKEA and have the most basic tabletop that I think it was around 10 or 15 euro. Alex drawers were around 60 euro each. They're very handy. I store all my kind of college stuff, a bit of other miscellaneous stuff as well. I have a supporting leg underneath to help me reduce any bow that may be happening in the desk itself. I also have a cable rack that I made myself from leftover cable racks at work. Very handy. I'm using eye hooks that are screwed into my desk to help it levitate a small bit. Very nice, very sturdy. It's made out of stainless steel, so it's very heavy duty. Didn't cost me anything, which was really handy, as I know the cable management trays are fairly expensive on Amazon. They could be ranging from nearly 30 to 40 euro depending on the length, and this is around 60, I think, centimeters long. I'm not too sure, but just around that. Very handy for my long power strip and for any cables that are there. To the keyboard. This is a mechanical keyboard. It is the Razer Chroma keyboard, I'm pretty sure. It's the 100% keyboard. I'm looking into getting maybe the 60% keyboard, as I don't use these keys a lot. I don't need them. They're not even programmed for any of my Discord settings or anything like that. Very good keyboard. I had it for a long time. I don't think I'll change it unless it's for the 60%. Very good keyboard. You can program yourself what kind of colors you want for individual keys. Keys are relatively quiet and relatively clicky. With the NVIDIA broadcast I have, it completely gets rid of any keyboard clicking or clacking, which is very handy. I do recommend getting that application if your keyboard is really loud. For the mouse, I have the Razer Viper Mini. I like it because it's nice and small. It has the 2 buttons on the side, which my other mouse didn't have. The only downside of this is I prefer more heavier mice than more lighter mice. I feel that with the lighter mice, you don't have much control, or you feel like your mouse is just gonna slide across and you'll just lose your aim. I'm pretty sure I'm looking into maybe getting weights to put into the mouse. It will be really handy. This is very, very light. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but the DPI range is until 8500, so very high DPI. Not sure how many clicks you have, but I'm pretty sure maybe around 50 million or so clicks. So very good mouse overall, very sturdy. It feels kind of cheapish. I maybe paid around €40 as well for it. It does feel a small bit cheap, but for €40 for a Razer is not too bad. They do have better ones, of course, but I preferred something with the 2 buttons, and that was the only one that was budget friendly. My mouse pad is the Razer Gigantus XXL. I paid around €40 for this. It's very nice and thick. It's maybe around 5mm thick. Very nice quality, very smooth. Of course, I needed a bigger one. I had a smaller one. It just covers your keyboard and your mouse, so it's very good. I think there is a bigger version of this up. It's an XXXL, I think, triple XL. They're very good quality. I do recommend. They're very thick and they're easy to clean. Of course, the only downside is you don't have any different colors underneath, so it's only standard green that you can get. Not sure if you can get designs, but of course there is cheaper and maybe not better quality, but there is cheaper. And if you need any designs, then for sure Amazon is your best bet. The next part of my setup is my microphone. My microphone has been with me for a very long time. I think I had this microphone for nearly 3 years now. It's the HyperX Quadcast. It's a very good beginner's microphone. I had a cheaper one before, but the quality was extremely bad. It had noise vibration and all those static. This has nothing. This is very good. I would definitely invest if you want your sound and your voice to sound much, much better and much crispier. I use just an old microphone stand from my old microphone I had before from Amazon. They're maybe around €10 each. I do have a connector that HyperX gives you with the microphone that you can pop it into an adapter. It's very good, very handy. Very good microphone. Definitely recommend getting it. So my web camera is the Razer Keo. It's a recent purchase I've made. It's extremely good quality. It's 1080p. It has a ring light that adjusts your light when you twist it, and when you twist it fully the left, you turn it off. It's a very good camera. I use it for streaming, as you might see in my recent streams. Very good quality. It was around €120, I think. Nothing amazing in terms of quality, but it does the job for the start. There is cheaper ones. There is for around €60 you can get on Amazon without the ring light. But of course, if you need the extra light, if you don't have enough light in your room, then I would recommend with the ring light. I have 3 monitors, which are a Samsung 24-inch 60Hz that is vertically mounted. Two MSI 23.8-inch and 177 Hz. Very good for gaming, very clear, very budget friendly. They were just €200. There will be a link down in the description as well to them if you would want to buy them. There is different options on the back for gaming, cinema, all those fancy things. You can have your FPS mounted in your left hand corner or right hand corner. Very good monitors, very big upgrade from the last monitors. This is still my old monitor. As you can see, it's completely even different in terms of color and contrast. But I definitely recommend the MSI monitors. Very high quality, very good. They have stands, but I do have a triple monitor stand for my desk, so I don't need them. But they do have triangle stands. They do take up a lot of space if you don't have space on your desk, so that's the only con. But of course, if you have a bigger desk like me, or you have a mounted monitor stand, then you will have no problem with anything. My headset is the headset I had since my first setup video. It's the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headsets. They do have a computer cable with them attachment, which is really handy. I have it plugged in at the very top into the headphone jack. They do come with a microphone, but I don't use it. I don't know where it is, never really used it. I just use my main quadcast microphone for recordings because it's so much better than the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset microphone. Of course, if you can't afford the quadcast, then this is more budget friendly and you get 2-in-1, which is really handy. They do have noise cancellation. I had these for a very long time. Nothing is worn. Very sturdy, very sturdy. They don't break. The leather is still very good on it. Stitching still very good also. Definitely high quality and definitely one of the best purchases I had for any headphones so far. My gaming chair is the X-Rocker. I've had that for years, and this little kitty has destroyed it. There is wear and tear everywhere. Maybe I paid around 120 euro for this. I've had it for years. I don't think I want to change it. I think it's going to stick with me for a long time. Very durable, very handy, very affordable. Good for posture. The cushions are not too soft. They're not too hard. They could be probably in better positions, but I sit more upright anyway when gaming. And yes, my missus loves to sit here in a little cubby and sleep there when she wants to, when I'm playing games, as you'll probably see on some streams. Now, on to the main show of the whole gaming setup. This is my NZXT H2 Flow case in white. It has the tempered glass on the side, and it has a perfect ventilation system that goes up into your graphics card, into your motherboard, and takes everything out. It does not come with two front fans, but they can be adjusted and they can be bought, but I didn't bother as I think it's well cool enough in this PC so far. The white cables are from Amazon. I ordered them recently. I will leave a link down below to them. They were around 35 euro for 3 8-pin cables and for 1 24 cable. Very good, very sturdy, as you can see, very clean. They do have only 3 plastics that can straighten or bend the cables, which I feel it should be a bit more, so you can make them more straighter without any edged lines. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. The RAM is the Crosshair 3600 megahertz RGB RAM. Very fast RAM, very budget RAM. Definitely more than I need, for sure. I don't need more than 16, but I just went for the safe side in terms of any Warzone or any more RAM excessive games. I have it there just to be used for any more better graphics and quality. The graphics I have is the 3060 RTX NVIDIA graphics card. It's a very powerful graphics card. Obviously, it's no better than the 3070 or the 3080, but it's much better than my 1060 I had previously. It's a beast of a graphics card. I get around 160 FPS in nearly every single game I play on around ultra or high settings. The CPU cooler is a deep cool, water cooled CPU fan. It's really good. I paid maybe around €60 for it. My temperatures in my PC when playing are just above 60 degrees. I definitely want to upgrade to maybe the NZXT Kraken. Is something better, more fancier, but that's later on down the road. For sure, the Deep Cool is very good if you want to invest in water cooling for yourself. I definitely recommend it. It does have 2 different brackets for Intel and for Ryzen, so there's no need of getting any extra parts. It comes with everything. It does have multiple different brackets to use to support your motherboard, but of course if your motherboard does not support it, there is more brackets you can buy for the cooler itself. The motherboard in this PC is the Rockstrix B450F Gaming 2. It's a much upgrade from what I had. I don't remember what I had. It wasn't a fancy motherboard at all. It does have a bit of RGB in the back. It does turn on when it's on standby or when the PC is off, which gives it a nice kind of standby look. The motherboard was just an upgrade I needed to do when I was buying the new CPU, as my last motherboard was only for Intel. As Ryzen is getting much better every day, Intel is kind of slowing things down, and I'm not a fan of Intel anymore. So I upgraded to the Ryzen or AMD as they want to call it. The PC has one SSD, which is a 250GB SSD. It's from the Gigabit SSD, and I do have a hard drive that is 2 TB, I'm pretty sure. It's underneath the case. The only con about this case is you can't have a hard drive in it. It was extremely hard for me to find a space in the hard drive because of the fan cooler on the bottom. With my power supply on the back, there was maybe just 2 or 3 minutes short to fit my hard drive. It was really hard to get a position, and it's in that kind of position when I open it, the back case, it just falls out. It isn't ideal, but of course it is an old hard drive. I will be investing in a bigger SSD, that there is a slot specifically for 2 SSDs in the back of the case, just behind the motherboard, which is really handy, but of course I don't have bigger SSDs, so I can't store it there yet. But that's a thing in progress. SSDs are currently very expensive at the moment for anything above 1 TB, which is around €150 each, if not more. But so far my hard drive is still in a very good shape and is not even full, so there's no point in investing in an SSD. So this concludes my 2023 gaming setup. I really hope you enjoyed it. I worked really hard on this. I know it's well delayed by now, but I wanted to make it as good as I can. I'm still trying to get the ropes around editing. I'm getting better. I will get better, but I really hope you enjoyed it. It would mean a lot if you leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. See you later.